Atozy made a video recently about Jack Doherty. Essentially, he's been having a tough time. Indian Anarchist made another video about him recently. This guy has been spiraling downward, and he got kicked off the platform Kick recently, which is quite an accomplishment. But we're going to watch Atozy's video and just kind of go over it.
Jack Doherty, one of the least likable streamers out there, gave the world another reason to dislike him this past weekend as he decided to live stream and interact with chat while driving with a friend in the car while it was raining, as he was speeding and looking right down on his phone. And he absolutely knew what he was doing because just a minute before he crashed, he said this.
Literally, guys, you can't see shit. I'm most likely going to crash this car. No, I'm kidding. Hopefully not.
So yeah, naturally he spun out, then gave us the wildest show of how little he cares about the people surrounding him, because the only thing that was important for him was, we have to make sure we get all of this on film. And then
now I do want to do a quick disclaimer. Everyone knows who Jack Doherty is. He's an incredibly, somewhat, wealthy kid who got his fame from YouTube and models that he employs, and gets that money from them, and essentially runs his whole business. And he's been able to essentially kind of lord his wealth on people, harassing people in malls, as being total nuisance, stain on society that people wish that the world would deal with or rid of in some way. And, some people have been making some funny jokes about alternative realities of him in this car crash that I do not condone. Do not condone. But, there's not a soul in his life that actually likes being around him. Like I said, all his friends are taking advantage of the situation and trying to bury him as far as they can, because he's, again, just a very unlikable person. And if anybody was even close to him, if they can get 15 minutes of fame ripping off him, they most definitely will. Internet Anarchist made a recent video about that, essentially, where some of his friends, even his best friend, was saying how he had underage girls at his compound, his house, grooming them for his other industries that he employs women at. So this all coming back to him has been kind of a godsend for a lot of people. They honestly wish the worst for him. Now, he is a young man. Do I think he is redeemable in some way? Everyone's redeemable, right? Everyone's redeemable. Not in this case. This kid should be ran off the internet. He's a little monster.
Obviously, the McLaren. Meanwhile, he gave his friend, who he seriously hurt, the camera to film everything while blood was gushing out of his face. Extremely normal influencer behavior. That was sarcasm, because for even some of the worst streamers, that's a massive stretch. I mean, this stream was just so much of a narcissistic disaster. One would think it would be like a phenomenal parody of how these recent IRL streamers act, except this is just reality, and this is exactly how they act. So now he's dropped a YouTube video in response to this crash, and we get to see the footage he was focused on filming, even though the first responders told him, hey, can you stop filming so we can actually check on your friend to make sure he's okay? Because here he gave this baffling response when they asked that.
Hey, listen, man. I just crashed my car. I lost 200 grand. I need to make my money back somehow. Sorry.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I got to think about me. Good. My friend, he's bleeding from the head trauma of me hydroplaning and looking at my phone, completely fucking his world up, and could have possibly killed him. But we got to make sure we secure the bag. The bag is number one. Might as well make to some degree, I understand. You got to make your money back, but God. Dude, your friend is literally hurt. Like, you put him in that position, you could have killed him. Like, to say the bare minimum, you should be concerned about him. Like, it's crazy behavior, but it's like complete. Like, his whole life has been completely revolving around him, because he's grown up around YouTube and got essentially his entire life. It revolved around, the next thing, making money and being the center of attention. So it's not surprising to me to see that he grew up to be a completely self-centered little shit.
Unbelievable how much this guy sucks. This is the most self-inflicted situation ever that everyone else around him now has to clean up. I mean, this dude was so useless, he couldn't even call himself a tow truck because he was more busy having himself filmed that he was in a car crash.
No matter what he's doing, it's around him because he was the center of
So let's see
attention.
the
He's a
footage
kid.
that was more important for him to get than for him to actually take.
Can you imagine the other thing? Can you imagine getting that much fucking money when you're that young? This is crazy. Okay, let's play. I'll let it play. I'll let it
Proper
play.
care of his friend.
I don't know how to feel right now, guys. I'm sad, bro. I'm so sad right now. Sadness can't even express how sad I actually am. At least my Richard Mill is still okay.
God,
Okay.
my cars.
He's not kidding. Meanwhile, his friend is standing there behind him with blood gushing out of his head. And he's like, at least my Richard Mill is okay. Yeah. This guy has the personality of soggy bread. So the only thing he can cling to is his material possessions.
Fuck, bro.
He does have the opinion of like the worst type of fuckboy. Self-centered. Daddy's money, but like it was his money.
Think this is gonna be happening
I wouldn't
today.
doubt if he was born into like extremely wealthy family. It is complete
All right,
conjecture.
guys,
I'm
my
talking
McLaren
shit. for no reason.
totaled a couple days before my 21st birthday.
Oh no! My own stupidity just ruined the vibes. It seems like this is the first time he actually realizes
Can you imagine this kid? Oh wait, he's probably already drinking. What the fuck? am I
actions
talking
have
about?
consequences. Because remember the time when he flipped the
dude,
golf
I don't
cart
want
with
this
his
guy behind the
girlfriend in
wheel
it and put her in
drinking.
the hospital?
It's
That
not
was
gonna make a
funny to him
difference.
because it didn't really affect him as he didn't own the golf cart and he wasn't the one who got hurt. But now it's finally clicking with him. Oh, stupid actions lead to stupid consequences. Wow. Also, shout out McLaren for saving their lives here because I said this in my last video, but this crash could have been so much worse. If the front of the car didn't completely disintegrate and absorb the impact, their bodies would have had to take that impact. And if that happens, they
If you guys are gonna make some jokes, keep it PG, okay? I don't want to get my channel striked for anything crazy you guys are gonna say. All right, so if you're gonna say, man, that would have been cool to see his body become a rag doll, please put that somewhere else. It's not okay, and I do not support or condone any type of vitriol like that.
likely wouldn't have been walking away from this.
You hit your head hard, bro. I just remember, like, after it, just panicking. Both the windows
I know
breaking.
the smoke was.
Dude, that guy.
Did you see me kick out the window?
Who?
Did you see me kick out the
That
window?
was you?
Yeah.
Dude, and then someone, I think, ripped the other window out. I was, like, trying to figure out how to do it. You were, like,
Ah,
banging
this
your
little
elbow on
shit.
it.
I
know,
hate
it's
it.
just-
Dude, you were going crazy.
I
Like,
do not.
but, like,
I
that was
support his
so
growth
scary. It
as a
smoked up
person.
so fast. Like, how did that happen?
Dude, I don't know.
Bro, if you think if I had a full tank of gas, like, we would
God,
have
the
been
way he
exploded.
talks.
Dude, I don't even know.
Because my tank was empty. Like, it literally was
way
at, like,
he
20 miles
looks.
left. And then also, on top of that, we crashed, like, 42 miles per hour.
I know. We weren't even going fast.
At all.
I mean, the last clip we saw, the speedometer was
Oh, dude. Oh, no. 71. Why would you lie, dude? Like an I think he does it on purpose. I don't know. Is it because, like, people could have these reaction videos as, like, talking shit about him? Like, it's... Dude, you filmed it, the entire fucking thing. People will figure it out that quickly. There's no way he's this arrogant to think he would get away with just saying whatever the fuck he wants in the moment like that. There's no way, right? Like, that's fucking nuts,
this.
right?
And also notice how he's looking at the chat on his phone and not the road.
No! No! No!
So I don't know why he's like trying to gaslight the story when he streamed the whole story himself. He is his own worst enemy here. He broadcasted everything. And then now he's trying to repaint the story.
Bruh.
And as we know, he sped up after we last saw the speedometer. Obviously, hydroplaning and sliding sideways slows you down. But if he was driving 42, he wouldn't have spun out and crossed 4 lanes of traffic like that.
We hydroplaned. Dude, we could have went off that cliff down the whole...
How
we
long
would've
till
been
his
dead.
homie here sells him down the river? Which he should, because he almost killed him, to be honest. How long until he uses some way, shape, or form some of his secrets to take advantage of him and get some clout off him? I don't imagine too long, okay?
Holy... There was a cliff
Those McLaren
right there.
rides
Oh my
aren't
God.
obviously
We're
worth
happy
it.
to be alive, you know? Mother. She's turning away.
Mother.
We left in 2 cars. We left here in 2 cars like 6 hours ago, and now we're back in 1 car.
It's your mom. Now your mom's crying.
Yo, he's so crazy for that. No way, dog. Reckless endangerment for content. Yo, that's wild. Yo, he's wild. He's crazy. This guy's cray cray.
You are lucky you are alive, Jack. I
That's-
don't want to go on your funeral, Jackie. Please, please, take this seriously. No marijuana when you're driving.
I
Over the
didn't.
phone. What
Yeah.
happened? Tell me.
Mom, it was just wet. We hydroplaned, Mom.
crying,
Like, I
little
couldn't do
shit.
anything about it.
At least admit that you were being an idiot on your phone to your own mother. She's going to find out either way because this guy documents everything. Again, his hunger for clout on the internet is his own worst nightmare because he streamed himself committing a crime. If his friend realizes that he isn't actually his friend, this is a grand slam lawsuit for him right here. And that's also the perfect stream for his insurance company because, you know, their goal is to not pay. Then on top of that, there could easily be criminal charges here as what he did was clearly reckless endangerment, which could be up to 1 year in jail in Florida. He's also a high profile, extremely disliked person doing this. So he
See, I don't. Would it be funny to see this kid lose all this monetary bullshit that completely spiraled him into becoming the little miscreant piece of shit that he is today? But at the same time, my worry is that, like, would that need then to engage in more content to cover those losses, make him spiral out more, and even possibly do some other crazy shit to other people, his friends, you know? And, you know, say what you want of him. Oh, you know, maybe I'm overreacting. However, this kid, his mind is solely on what I can do in order to build some kind of controversial fucking moment for my stream, in order to get my name out there by any means. Like, just going around with a 6 foot tall bodyguard just trying to intimidate people and slap people up is already kind of like insane to me. So I don't know. I don't want to see a desperate Jack Doherty more than he already is. I guess is my main point.
also is, I guess, the perfect target for Florida to make an
But
example
fuck this
of.
kid, take him
because
for all
let's
he's
be
got.
real here, the state of Florida does not want people to be acting like this on their roads. But of course, he doesn't understand why people have a problem with his behavior.
So much going on. Like, no one understands. Everyone's so
Oh
quick
my
to
God.
put some on me on social media. No one's gone through what I gone through just now. Like, I
Oh,
literally
man,
almost
shut the 20. You almost. No one gone through what I just gone through. Being ignorant.
died in a car accident.
Fuck.
I literally almost died of these cars too. At least I still got 2 Lambos. No, I'm kidding.
Again, he's not kidding. No
He
one's
can't even help
laughing.
himself.
That's all he has. And no, plenty of people have gone through exactly what we've gone through here and caused accidents because they were morons. That's why reckless endangerment is a charge.
Don't eat this.
Is the rage bait like?
Motion. I can do it again.
Everything in life is for the reason, Jack.
It's not
Like
even
my
good
favorites.
bravado. Like, there's good bravado, you know, being a little bit full of yourself and being jokey. There's a lot of athletes and stuff like that who could do it and back it up because they've built a profession. They've earned it to some degree as far as like being cocky in that field and talking shit. It carries with him. When he does it, he comes off like just a giant fucking douche because he just acted like a fucking moron in camera that nobody actually even liked except for other little kids. And a lot of it came from the girls in his compound constantly keeping them around as arm candy in order to inflame his fucking numbers because these kids would just eat it up. All conjecture, of course, but I just really, really, really think this kid deserves what's coming to him, and hopefully that thing is coming hard.
Where's Michael? I'm gonna go the other Michael.
I'm ready to start going again.
And again, he's a young man,
realized
but, like,
I still
dude,
got my McLaren
this-
key, so I
this
still
kid's
have
so
all my
lost.
keys. Let me take a pic with all my keys real quick, so people still think I have a McLaren.
This guy might actually have the lowest EQ that I've ever seen out of any social media influencer because he just somehow manages to say exactly the things that would make any person shed their skin with cringe. It's like
Yeah.
he's deliberately trying to be unbearable.
Oh, I'm just happy to be alive, guys. I literally was crying on the way home. Like, if we didn't hit the guardrail head on, one of us would have been just crushed. Like, that would have been so bad. But I'm glad that me and Michael are both okay. That's a huge lesson. No more driving cars like this in the rain. No more.
Look, obviously, I don't wish anything bad happened to him. Obviously, just to say. But, man, would it not be fitting for this guy who's completely lived his life by whatever terms he wants to, using his notoriety, fame, wealth, in order to get everything he wants, and just the huge arrogance that he's had his entire life, completely disregarding his own safety because he's like, it's kind of fitting that his own arrogance, thinking he's in control at all times, looking at his phone, not even concerned about all the people around him, completely lose the control, and it ended in another way. It would have been, some may argue poetic in some way, but I would never hope that. But like, dude, this guy, it's like the arrogance is insane. It's absolutely wild the way he talks, and that's what he's talking about, the cringe. And like, I just don't know. Are people really attracted to it? He gets a lot of views, but it's crazy what we end up propping up. Tired fucking saying, but here we are. And another one who's popped up, and to his defense, somebody else would take his place and do this, probably the same shit if they could. But he'll have nobody who actually likes him for who he is, other than him being a fucking millionaire. And because he's treated everything as material, people will treat him as material in return. It's inevitable. This kid will live he's already destined to a much worse existence in a lot of ways, and he may not realize.
I don't even know, bro. Like, I wasn't even going fast. That's the crazy part. It's just you can't drive those cars in the rain.
No, you just can't floor a high-powered rear-wheel drive car in the rain while not looking at the road with one hand on the wheel. Then when you hydroplane, you jam the brakes. That is 100% a skill issue. And I don't even think he understands what he's even driving. He's just buying supercars because it's a flex and they go fast. And I also don't think he realizes it yet,
everything is centered
about
about
lived through the Dunning-Kruger effect. Because this dude literally said in his last video that he thought he was the best driver in the world.
I'm not driving in the rain anymore. I thought I was the best driver in the world.
Obviously
Clearly,
he's fucking joking.
Well, that's your
A
problem.
lot of this is like the bravado joke, but it's like, it doesn't hit right with him.
Problem right there. Yeah, that's what happens when you drive supercars in good conditions. They are engineered to give you so much confidence while driving until the conditions aren't good and you total your car. Like, if his first car was an old school Shelby Cobra, he wouldn't be here today. Because I mean, there's a reason Mustangs seem to be heat-seeking missiles for crowds, and they're a lot easier to drive than those Shelbys. Now, obviously, I might have set myself up for a cell phone if I crash a car now, but hey, if I'm being a dumbass and I ended up doing so, that's on me for being a complete dumbass. But the goal here is to never act like that. But I digress. To end my rant, I'm just gonna say I think the prefrontal cortex patch for Jack at 25 is gonna do wonders for him. But next, he addresses his kick ban in complete
I don't know.
denial.
I don't think so, dude. I think he's like fucking mentally stunted. It'll probably be like late 30s till like a switch just bam, until his mental fucking disorder wears off, dude. Like, it would have to take like an extreme instance. Either he gets bankrupted in some way and loses it all, and he has a hard lesson and he learns from that, or B, he gets old enough and he has enough bad life experiences, which will happen with his type of lifestyle. Fast and arrogance will always land you in some shithole. It will hit him at that point. But besides that, no, I don't think 25. What are you talking about?
I promise you have a mic.
Idiot.
I promise I will be soon.
Still pretty young.
In your home. You have to take care of yourself. What happened with the live stream? You got quit?
You got banned.
Why?
It's suspended. I'm fine. Fine.
So how you gonna do your politics?
I will. I'll get on banned. Don't worry. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't think so, bud. Kick in recent times have actually been following through with their permanent bans. Like Johnny Somali. He's been begging for months to get his account back, but he's still permanently banned. Kick would look extremely weak and unserious if they unban him. So Jack is in complete denial, as again, he's never had real consequences before.
You okay? Are you sure? Where you got the stitches?
Like there. Yeah.
I don't want to see them.
So, a little wicked.
Oh,
We're live though.
you okay?
We are alive. Michael, how's it feel? How you feel?
Kind of, but
Yeah.
no harm in playing here.
That's fine. At least we're okay. Like, it really put into perspective, like, we could have both been dead right now. That's like the crazy, sad part.
Yeah, dude, it's so crazy. My reckless behavior could have ended your life. That's sad. It's so hard to take this guy serious.
All right, guys, I just totaled my McLaren. It is completely cooked right now. I don't know what to do. Look, all the parts are right here. I got my Tesla picking me up. This is the worst day of my life. Damn.
Well, it's safe to say his kick streaming career is in the same condition as his McLaren, but speaking of scary things, we just dropped an exclusive Halloween limited edition We just dropped an exclusive Halloween limited edition collection over at Matt City. Hey, maybe Jack
All
can
right, run
practice
your
with some
ad,
toy
buddy.
cars on this bad boy.
I
Or who
rebooted.
knows? Maybe you
Least we
need
could
something
do.
to spice up your male living space. Or have some kids to enjoy something that's a little more unique and not a generic Amazon knockoff. And we also have major American cities, and we'll be dropping many more soon, so you can check out us at matt.city, which will be in the top of the link in the description down below. But hey, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, and other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Yeah, absolutely insane. This kid is a menace, and whatever he chooses to do from here, you know, good luck, buddy. I mean, you got kicked off Kick. That's a very difficult thing to do. Jack Doherty is kind of the worst parts of social media, or some of the worst parts of social media, and his constant like wanting to put himself out there by any means, you know, including bothering and being a nuisance to everyone and anybody around him, will follow him wherever he goes. And I can understand social medias and our platforms based on their own self-preservations wouldn't want that on their platform. I would understand that to some degree. Now, you know, it is what it is, but if you guys did enjoy this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends and family. You have a good day. Bye.